What was the first viral video on YouTube you remember watching growing up? Was it Charlie Bit My Finger? Was it Charlie the Unicorn? Was it Fred? Don't lie, I bet it was Fred. I think the first big popular YouTube video I remember seeing growing up was Smosh doing the Pokemon and Mortal Kombat theme songs. Long before the algorithm took over every facet of our life and gave everyone collective goldfish brains, viral videos were the hot thing on the internet. See, the internet used to be a much smaller place not even a whole decade ago. And if there was one good hot video to be watching online, chances are a lot more people that you knew were gonna watch that same exact video. I mean, the concept of a viral video nowadays just sounds so ancient. I mean, who even calls it that anymore? You just share it with your friends and call it a day. It's called a meme now. And then to go along with that, what even is a viral video, you may be questioning if you're a 7-year-old toddler watching my channel, which you shouldn't be. What are you doing here? Well, welcome. Today, I want to talk about a term that's kind of died by today's standards, the viral video. And I want to talk about what it meant back then on the internet and what it means today, and what sort of killed the term of what it means to be a viral video to the point where you need some dork on the internet holding a microphone in his apartment to tell you what it means. Now, just a disclaimer, viral videos are not dead. The video title is definitely, I'm just trying to get your attention. Viral videos are still around, and the video in particular that I will talk about that kind of, I think, killed viral videos, it isn't responsible for anything horrible or negative or anything like that. It's what's happening around it. You'll see what I mean when we get there. Hey, I'm not going to spoil my own video for you. But as time has progressed since that time, you don't really see people talk about collectively the same videos anymore, and that's sort of what this is more talking about. The collective mindset of having to watch the same stuff together. Most of the time when a video gets pretty big nowadays, it's all in one ear and out the other, so that's kind of the more broad terms that we're using here. So yeah, let's ask this again. What is a viral video? Now, let's go back in time for a second. Back before we had tabs telling us what was trending or algorithms showing us the videos that they think that we might want to watch next, we had to go by word of mouth from friends or family. So imagine with me, if you will, for a second, a time before YouTube. Okay, maybe don't get that immersed. Before we had social media like we know it today, and even before we had MySpace, the best way to mingle with other like-minded people online was to find platforms about things that you found interesting, like finding random chat rooms, AIM messaging with friends and family, and even forum sites like GameFAQs or the Something Awful forums. Some of the most early memes and viral videos spread on these types of websites and forums happen to still be relevant in today's world. I mean, Something Awful forums, like I mentioned earlier, brought us All Your Base Are Belong to Us. And it's crazy to think about how this video was spread around even before I was born in the year 1998. And it wasn't much, but it worked as a starting point for what viral videos were to become. I don't have to be the person to tell you just how important Newgrounds is to the collective internet as a whole, and maybe even society. But I think if I were to ever delve deeper into Newgrounds, talking about it in this video alone would do it an injustice. So leave a comment if you're interested in watching a video about Newgrounds. But for the sake of laying down a cohesive timeline of viral videos and the likes, I'm just gonna lay it down right here. Newgrounds, hey, was originally founded in 1995, and this might have been the very first time a website on the World Wide Web, as it was known back then, was created to host user-created content. And it's kind of crazy to think about that now, but in terms of how much of a legacy Newgrounds has even beyond that is incredible. So again, let me know if you're interested. I'd love to talk about Newgrounds. I love Newgrounds. One viral video in particular to come from Newgrounds, aside from all the incredible, amazing Flash animations and Flash games, is the Numa guy. Hey, do you remember the Numa guy? Yeah, that was originally posted on Newgrounds, not even on YouTube, which is where I feel like it blew up the most. It's where I found out about it. It came out on Newgrounds in 2004, so a year before YouTube's creation. Okay, going beyond even 1995, where Newgrounds is, we're going to the year 2000, and this is the year LimeWire was created. Ooh, yeah, I'm getting deep cuts here, all right? Just stay with me on this one. This is gonna be kind of weird. This might be a out of left field curveball for some of you. Actually, let's not just have LimeWire be alone. I think we need to lump in like Kazaa and FrostWire into like one category here, just one super virus. These bad boys were peer-to-peer file distributors. These let you share videos and music files and all that other junk from across the world with other users. What separates these giants from Napster is that Napster was primarily made for music sharing, but LimeWire decided to kick down the door and just say, hey, Everything's free game if you're a pirate. And it sounds really wonderful to think about a time when you can just download one program and have all these things for free and be able to share it with all your friends and families on a flash drive or something back in the day. Sorry, a floppy disk or a CD. But let it be known, this was not safe. Peer-to-peer file distributors were horrible for your computer. They were just full of viruses. So you're probably sitting here and you're like, hey, Apache Ninja, we're talking about viral videos, not downloading things off of these sketchy-ass programs. And you're correct. But one thing that I think we kind of neglect to think about nowadays is the fact that people would often just share funny videos that they found online onto file sharing websites such as LimeWire, Kazaa, FrostWire, etc. And what a lot of people would do to get the word out about some of these videos and troll people is to mislabel them. In fact, one of the earliest viral videos on the internet was actually shared on Kazaa of all programs, and it was the video of the Star Wars kid. You know the one. This one. This was on Kazaa, not YouTube. That was why all this was important. I'm sorry. That's a long little rambled history lesson, wasn't it? It was fun though. Did you have fun? With each passing year that comes by online, we get more and more websites that have the option to share or host videos and user-generated content, such as like eBaum's World. This was like the most older brother core website you can ever think about. This was like the original like edgy meme website you could ever find. They had cool Flash games, I remember that. Funny Junk also came into the scene in about 2001, and that has its own unique original vibe to it, but for the most part, it birthed some early viral videos. And I can't cover the entire history of viral videos too, because like Homestar Runner and Strong Bad and all that stuff is stuff that I can't even comprehend to cover. But those are also some early niche viral videos from back in before the YouTube days. And speaking of YouTube, the trajectory of the entire internet as we know it, and maybe the whole world, would have soon changed on Valentine's Day of 2005.
Alright, so here we are in front of the elephants. Cool thing about these guys is that they have really long trunks, and that's cool.
This is the first ever video uploaded to a brand new website called YouTube. The man featured in the video is none other than Jawed Karim, the co-founder of YouTube itself. Little did he and the other two creators of the website, Chad Hurley and Steve Chen, would know was that YouTube was going to be big. Like we've just been going over and covering, this wasn't the first time a website was dedicated to hosting videos. But this was the first time a website was introduced to the masses and made it extremely easy and convenient to not only find things, but also share it with other people. We take it for granted now, but back then, having an internet connection while also having someone be on the home phone at the same exact time was still a pretty new concept for a lot of people. That was a problem my family didn't even fix with our landline and internet getting separated and having like a modem and stuff until like 2007 or 2008. So having something so simple to use and easy to look around in the year 2005 was a pretty big deal for the time. I think it's pretty easy to say that we're spoiled with how simple and easy to use most modern tech is now. Early viral videos that were going around on the early days of YouTube were much more intimate because there was hardly ever anything made by big corporations or made by paid writers. Those first few years had small and random hits such as Evolution of Dance, Keyboard Cat, or even some of the earliest skits by like Smosh, and news channel fails were everywhere back in the day. That was like a big thing, or funny cat videos as well were like really big back then. It truthfully was a bustling and thriving website for its time. I'd also even argue that the height of viral videos came from those early years of YouTube, because back in the day people were just enjoying the fun of making content for YouTube. From 2005 all the way to like 2017, YouTube had a chokehold on internet video sharing, with some competition in between. I remember World Star Hip Hop and Live Leak were like places you went to go for like more raunchy viral videos that you wouldn't find on YouTube. But 2013 brought us Vine, which was pretty revolutionary for its time as well. Short form, phone-based content creation and sharing, which is exactly what TikTok is known for now. But why is Vine important to all of this when talking about viral videos? I mean, you can go on YouTube and look up like funniest Vines of all time compilation and you'd be set for the rest of your life, but you'd be watching maybe the same like 20 ones. Let's be real, there's only like 50 really good ones. But why is Vine important for talking about the death of the modern viral video? Did Vine potentially give us the viral video that killed the idea of the modern viral video, the small intimacy of what it means to be viral on the internet?
Damn, Daniel. Damn, Daniel. Back at it again with the white van. man! Damn! Daniel, back at it again with the white vans. Thirsty, man. Damn!
Before you guys start spreading around the rumors that I'm a damn Daniel hater, I want the records to be known right now that I'm a damn Daniel apologist. I can't live with these rumors forever. Stop spreading lies about me on the internet, okay? He's also a damn Daniel lover. I'm not trying to say that damn Daniel killed the fun of being a viral video or being viral online, because there's an outside fact that leads into the reason why I feel damn Daniel is the sort of benefactor that killed the idea of sort of classical viral videos, and that's this little blonde talk show host. Well, she used to have a talk show. Her name was Ellen, I believe. Ellen DeGeneres is many things, and there's a lot of opinions and hot takes about her kind of spread around on the internet at the moment. It's maybe not the nicest of things for someone whose tagline was like "be kind" or whatever. But that's not too important for what we're talking about today. What is important for this video specific is soon after Damn Daniel hit the internet and became popular on Vine, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, Ellen sent her team of corporate ninjas to gag and kidnap these poor boys from Riverside, California onto her show, where she rewarded these two for their viral fame by giving the cameraman and the man with the voice of an angel a surfboard with advertisement space on it, and rewarded Damn Daniel himself
lifetime supply of shoes.
a lifetime supply of Van shoes? Homie, why did your friend get the shortest end of the stick of the world? I have seen that he has donated those shoes to a children's hospital, so that's a good thing. What a good guy. This small video blowing up at such a large capacity and so quickly marked the end of the era where being viral on the internet was just kind of like a fun thing that you can get recognized for and maybe get paid for due to like advertisements and stuff like that, or maybe even sometimes a brand deal if you're lucky. This no longer felt like being big on the internet was like a small fun moment in time. It now felt like you can just take advantage of your internet fame, no matter how brief it is. Making a single hit video meant that it was a competition to see how much free shit you can get sent your way, and you can just chase that clout and see how far it takes you. Even thinking about a more recent incident of this, where someone on TikTok posted a video of how her car caught on fire, unfortunately, but she had a Stanley Cup in the car and how that thing was just invincible and managed to withstand the fire, and her car was devastated. And there was probably ice in there, probably kept her water cool. And Stanley did what all big corporations did and was like, "Hey, thanks for having our epic fireproof cup in your car during the time when it burned down. Since we feel bad that your car burnt down, but our cup happened to be fine, here's a free car on our behalf." And just to make sure that more people wouldn't burn down their cars with Stanley cups in there for insurance fraud, Stanley was also just like, "Also, this is the only time we're going to be doing this. Thanks." And then just a few days later on TikTok, someone else just so happened to have a car fire happen, and her Yeti cup just so happened to survive it. And I'm not too familiar with TikTok stuff. I learned about this from other people, so other memes. It seems like the consensus was that maybe this person kind of planted a Yeti cup in her car to chase the clout of maybe potentially getting a free car at a Yeti. Is that proven? No. It's just theories, obviously. You know, we're theory crafting here. So don't take anything that I'm saying for legit seriousness, but it just kind of goes to show how quick people seem to be hopping on trends to see if they can get any cool little freebies out of these sorts of things. Regardless if the lady with the Yeti cup was chasing some sort of viral sensation or clout or freebies or anything like that, really isn't that relevant, because people happen to be chasing clout and viral fame for years. It's not a new concept or anything. Does anyone here remember the Balloon Boy incident where in 2009 these parents made a fake hoax about a UFO being spotted, but then also their son happened to be in the UFO, it was like a hot air balloon? It's a really funny incident. You should Google it and read up about it. I remember seeing that on the news. It was definitely a time. People will do things to get viral on the internet, and oftentimes try to squeeze freebies out of it, like Damn Daniel going on Ellen and maybe a lifetime supply of free Van shoes. Please, Daniel, if I'm your biggest fan, if you want to throw some Vans my way, I would not be mad. And obviously viral fame getting put on major media outlets wasn't even a new concept by this time either. Some of those earlier YouTube viral videos were already featured on America's Funniest Home Videos. And here's a little bit more of a personal take. This might be a boomer take too, so crack open your can of white Monster. I think the way that Vine made it so easy to just scroll across a video to give another random video your attention really paved the way for TikTok, where every other video on your feed has amassed millions upon millions of likes and comments and views already. And getting like 2 or 3 million views on a TikTok is a really impressive feat. I feel like getting just 1 million views on a YouTube video some like 5 or 6 years ago was a way more impressive feat. Having a viral video now means little to nothing in the grand scale of things. We all have easier access to stumbling across content in general now. There's this thing that just happens to sit and occupy space in our pockets at all times, and we're always allowed to log into the internet anytime we want, and that's our cell phone. We have so many distractions on our cell phones at all times that it's so easy to just stumble upon different videos and content like a cycle. And then once we stumble upon the next funny thing, we forget about the thing that we just previously watched. Everything is just so rapid and in our faces that the little endorphins firing off in our brain are just looking for its next big fix. The endless doom scrolling of TikTok, or if you're a fucking psychopath, Facebook and Instagram reels, allows us to just find a funny video, think about it for like maybe a minute, take a minute to digest it, and then just scroll up and forget about it immediately. To close this video of unnecessary rambling off, damn Daniel is innocent, free my boy, damn Daniel, he's not locked up or anything. I just want to let him know he got shooters out here still, you know? The internet is far bigger than it ever has been before, and viral videos still exist. They're just not sticking around in our collective brains like it used to some 5 or 6 years ago. Let me know about some of your favorite viral videos that you remember from old YouTube days in the comments down below. Let's reminisce and share about it. And as always, leave a like if you like this video, dislike if you didn't. If you like what I do to the channel, and you're new, you want to see more of what I do, leave a subscribe. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Thank you for sticking around, watching till the very end. I forgot, how could I forget? I never even got to show you guys the very first viral video that was spread around all the way back in like 1995 or 1994. So, I'll play that at the subscribe card at the end. Enjoy, everyone. Have a great rest of your day.